Third graders, welcome to Computer Learning Week 4. Okay, before we start, you're going to need something to write with and something to write on. So if you don't have either paper and pencil or whiteboard and marker, go ahead and put this video on pause and go and grab that. And for those of us who are ready, we're going to start by doing a quick review. So take whatever you're writing on and write down 2 ways to make the sound aw in a word. 2 different ways to make the sound aw. We did this a couple weeks ago. Okay, show what you have. Hopefully you came up with AU and AW. And remember from the Secret Stories, those were those letter teams that were inside a heart that would say "aw" inside a word because they love each other so much. AU and AW. Okay? All right. Next one. This is a review from last week. Write 2 ways to show the sound oi in a word. Go ahead and write it. How would we show the sound oi in a word? 2 ways. Okay? Hopefully you came up with OI and OY, like the word toy and the word boil. Okay. Our first week, second week, I think it was the first week on your video, you reviewed one way to make the oo sound, and the way that Miss T reviewed with you was OO, okay, like in the word fool. Today, we're going to talk about another way to make the oo sound, and that is with EW, like in the word few, okay? So at the end of today, you're going to be using 2 different ways to make the oo sound. We did OO, week 1 of computer learning. We reviewed it. You've already done this in class. And now we're reviewing using EW. Now, is that the only way to make the oo sound? No. You could use UE, like, make sure you guys can see my board, like in the word blue. That also says oo, right? You've got 2 vowels going walking, and then the first one will do the talking, making the oo sound. You could also have U consonant E, like in the word cute, where we have that the silent E at the end. That's going to make the vowel say its name, and it's going to say oo. Okay? So different ways, but this week we're working on EW. Okay? All right. Go ahead and erase your board, and I'm going to show you the prefixes and suffixes that we're reviewing this week. So we already did this together in class, and this is just a review. So we already learned about the prefix in that would come at the beginning of a word. Remember that prefixes and suffixes change the meaning of words because those word parts hold meaning. The prefix in means in, so it adds that meaning to a word. Because it's a prefix, it comes before the word, right? Another prefix that we're going to review today is X. And X means former. So an ex-football player would be a former football player. Okay, again, X is a prefix. It's going to come before a word. We have 2 suffixes to review today. We have the suffix ly. So when you see ly at the end of a word, you're going to say ly. When you see this little hyphen before the ly, that's telling you that the word would come before it. This is a suffix, so it comes at the end of the word. So it would be word and then the ly, saying ly. And ly is going to turn words into either an adjective or an adverb. Remember, adjectives and adverbs are words that describe. So adjectives are words that describe a noun, and adverbs are words that describe a verb. Okay? So ly will change a word to an adjective or an adverb. And the last suffix we have is a y by itself, and it's going to say E. So when you see a Y at the end of the word, it's going to say E. And that means having the quality of. Okay? All right. Now we're going to get ready to do some writing. So go ahead and get your pencil and paper or whiteboard and marker ready. Okay, today we're going to do some words to practice our OO sound using EW and our review of prefixes and suffixes. And then we're also going to write a sentence together on our whiteboards and correct it the way that we did in class, okay? So the first word that we're going to write on our whiteboard is the word grew. So if we were doing the syllables for the word grew, we would say grew is grew, one syllable, right? And if we were counting the sounds, or in third grade, we count the word parts, right? So we're chunking that word up into parts. If we have a whole word together, then we're chunking it apart to read each part to put together to make the word, right? Or each syllable. And if we're sounding it out to write it, we're doing the parts that we know so we can put them together to make the word. So in grew, the first sound we hear, grr, is a consonant blend. So we would think, okay, what consonant blend says grr? So that's a blend, more than one letter, right? And then we hear the sound ooh. So two parts in that word. Go ahead and write the word grew. My dog is coughing. You okay, June? Okay. If we're done writing up the word grew, we would have that consonant blend, grr, and then we're using EW, ooh, to get that ooh sound, okay? Good job, third graders. All right, erase that. Next word, screwdriver. Screwdriver is a compound word, so two words put together, no space between them. Syllables, screwdriver. 3 syllables, okay? Think about the sounds. We've got a consonant cluster there in the beginning, skr, ooh, consonant blend, der, I, v, and then the last sound, sixth part, okay? Write the word screwdriver on your board. When you're done writing it, go back and sound that word out and make sure that you haven't left any parts out or sounds out, okay? All right, let's write it. Okay, this is a long word. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. But if you're ready, you should have the consonant cluster, skr, which is SCR. Ooh, we have that EW that we're learning, right? If you put OO in there, is it going to say ooh? Yes, it's just not the correct way to spell it. So if you did use OO there instead, just draw a line through this word and write it correctly up above it so that it your brain processes it the correct way, and it's another opportunity for your brain to see that word written the correct way so it goes into your word bank in your brain, right? Then we have der, that's DR, consonant blend DR, I, and then at the end is ER, right? You can't just use R by itself, you need ER. Okay, screwdriver, good. Go ahead and erase. And our next word is newspaper, another compound word. Let's count the syllables. Newspaper. Okay, let's do the sounds. N, oo, s, p, a, p, Okay, go ahead and write your sound chunks. Sound out the word slowly to yourself as you write. If you need more time, go ahead and put the video on pause. Otherwise, let's take a look at this. We have the ooh. We're using EW for that ooh sound. S, p, a. We've got an A here. P, newspaper. If we didn't get it right, not a big deal. Draw a line through it. Write it correctly up here. Give your brain a chance to see it written correctly. Okay. Go ahead and erase.